Hey, what's up, Diggers? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Welcome to the channel. We're going to be going over how Dahlia plays out in Gear Raid 121 with no power dominance on. And you might be a little surprised in my opinion on this hero in Gear Raid 1. Without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so we did manage to get a victory during the test runs here. But I do have to say, right off the bat, I am not particularly impressed with Dahlia's performance in Gear Raid 1 without power dominance on. If it is on, pretty amazing. She just clears it solo, but that's endgame stuff. Now, in order for me to get this done with Dahlia in the endgame with no power dominance, I already had to have insane gear on here. So she looks like this. I know it says 71k power. She does have a bad skill up run, so maybe that's just has something to do with my bad luck here in RNG. He's losing about 50% AoE damage and a 10% damage increase, and also the skill cost is not down. 0 skill ups into the ultimates without having using skill crystals. But her gear, she's running a full Soulbond Arcana set, and this is all ancients and Warlord on the left side. Almost 18k attack. It's pretty good. About 300% crit damage. This is the kind of ideal build for her because of the way her skills work. Every time the Cursed Blossom is ignited, increases crit damage by 27% up to 30 for a maximum stack of 3 times. So you can get up to like 90% crit damage buff. So focusing on her attack does seem to be the ideal way to go. I have tried it the other way. Made a little bit of a difference. Didn't seem very significant. It's just because I think having Dolores next to her the whole time. I did have to put Comet with her. He's also in a pretty decent set. He's not crit capped, but he's almost 20k. 270 crit damage. I did have to bring Artemis as well. He's in a decent gear set. He's running 18.3k. 250 crit damage. 24% rage regen. And a 1.6 attack interval. The Golden Scarab, by the way. Dahlia's inner exclusive. Comet is at a maxed out tier. And the rest of them are pretty much just supports. We have Hollow Healing. Laurel's in there kind of for the rage regen, and but overall the damage boost that she gets, or allies get from ultimate being activated. And we have Dolores, of course. She's in an Invig set. I want to check out Hollow quick. He's here pretty well. You have 50.6k, 22k attack or HP, 1.4 attack interval, 22% rage regen, a nice healthy 75% healing effect. But we can get this done. I did not manage to get it done with Dahlia solo. I know that there's a way. I've seen people doing it, but I don't want to gaslight you into thinking that she is going to be able to do that. If you're trying to progress in Gear Raid 121, or just Gear Raid 1, I mean, I do not suggest over investing in this hero. You'd be better off investing in, you know, a Comet or a Boreas or something like that. She's not going to get you there. She's more of a side chick based on all the other damage dealers doing the majority of the damage. So, you know, Comet is going to have to come in there and really amp up the damage because she's just not going to cut it. It has a lot to do with her blossoms and how they, how fast it takes, how long it takes them to activate or spawn on the field. And it's hard to really speed cycle her with Laurel. So she's kind of just there for some added DPS to help you out. Don't expect her to go ahead and solo this without having power dominance on for you. Alright, so let's start out. We have to place Dahlia here, this top left tile. She can go on the top right tile if you can keep her alive. She probably needs a little more HP. I was not able to keep her alive with just Hollow healing her. I'm gonna put Dolores right next to her. Should give her the Invig buff. Extra 10% from Invigoration set. I'm gonna put Hollow right next to Comet, pointing at him. That should give him the Invig buff. And as soon as they're ready, you gotta kind of watch to see if the blossoms are there. Activate Dolores, Dahlia, Comet, and then Laurel. Actually, mess that up. I'm gonna place Eloin right there instead. That's because, like I said, I can't keep them alive apparently. Okay, now as I pull her, I'm going to wait 30 seconds for my healer. I'm I'm gonna wait until this mob here is gone before I pull them out. Dolores, Dahlia, Comet. As soon as they're gone, I think he can keep himself alive. Apparently he didn't take the... Alright. Activate Laurel. And I'm gonna get Mari up here for some extra freeze. Don't need to really rage regen them until it's all about Artemis as an anti-heal over here. It's the only reason we have rage regen on that side. And on this side, Laurel's ultimate will do some rage regen for them. And then Elowen, of course, when she's doing her heal, she's restoring rage for the heroes. Once these guys get close enough, you can see she's actually pretty squishy. Or it seems for me anyways. Okay, so we're going to activate now. The heal's up. We're going to activate the anti-heal as well. Activate Laurel. As soon as all their ultimates are done, you do not want to do it at the same time. The reason being is if her ultimate is activated, they lose damage buff from Laurel's passive. Here comes the tough wave. I am going to slow it down. Make it a little easier to explain. When these guys start coming around, I am going to activate Elowen just to make sure that they stay alive. You can see how close they're getting. It's really tough on them. At this point, you can't see the blossoms. You don't even know what's going on over there. We're just kind of guessing. I'm gonna activate Dolores, Dahlia, Comet. Gonna wait just a second. Now we're gonna activate Artemis. That's because the totem wasn't down. Apollo to get his Artemis's ultimate regenerating again. And then we're gonna hit Laurel to get these guys going, and we can freeze with Mari. Help hold them off the wall. You see her ultimate is really quick. It just kind of fires off, and then we have Comet over here. So now I'm actually going to pick up Laurel with an attempt to get Comet's ultimate back a little sooner. We're going to hit that. Hopefully we can take some of these guys out. We're going to freeze with Mari. Remember that she is a cultist. And I do have Abizu with to increase her damage to slowed targets, and that's why Mari's there. Hit Artemis again right away. Make sure that their heals, they don't get all healed up on us. That takes care of the waves. But you can see where we are on the wall. If it wasn't for Comet, this wall would just be gone. I mean, at this point already. But she is doing a fair amount of damage. I'm not going to knock her too much. It's nice to have her along. But like I said, without Comet being there, or Boreas, or somebody just big AoE damage, I don't really see her as a real, authentic, viable option for Gear Raid 121 solo. I feel like she would probably do a lot better in something like Gear Raid, maybe stage 19 and 20. She'd probably do just well. Right, here we go again. And pretty much now it's just cycling the ults until they're done. And I'll show you the damage difference between the two. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with Dahlia and I'm not seeing it. If I am, go ahead and post it down in the comments. I'll pin your post and maybe retract my Gear Raid 121 Dahlia hate. I do love the hero. She's an amazing hero. I love her, especially for that Thanatos boss. I do think there's going to be some content coming up. I don't knock her too much for the range because of all the AoE that comes from those blossoms. There is a hero guide out for Dahlia. I just posted it today. This one will be coming out at the same day, a little later on. But that being said, if you want to go check that out and see like my initial thoughts on it, I do like the hero. She's good. All right, get rid of this gear quick. All right, so the stats, as you can see, Comet did massively outperform. She has the initial hits, and then Comet's kind of left with whatever's left over. So I mean, it kind of shows that her damage is good, but you do need the 2 DPS there. I tried to run with Dahlia and Artemis. Artemis in primarily like a damage set just to do as much damage as he could. And with the two of them, I just get overrun by the waves. I couldn't keep up with it, and that was with all the support I could think of going on the side. Including, I tried, what is it, Aeon? As a lord, trying to use that vortex to increase even more damage that she's doing when the blossoms go off. But that's it for my Gear Raid 121 showcase. Just remember that I don't think that she's a solo act. You can do it with power dominance on. I proved that in the testing. But just make sure you bring an extra hero. Be prepared. You bring a nice AoE mage and one of the top end mages as well. You're gonna need a good AoE mage, and maybe possibly instead of bringing Mari on the left side, possibly bring in another AoE mage over there. But that sums up the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found it helpful. Also join the Discord if you have any thoughts, opinions, ideas, questions, anything like that. If you need takeovers, hero guides, there's all kinds of good things in there. We have the optimal gear sets for the hero list that's in the Discord as well. But until next time, keep digging.